um, I'm not doing drunk yoga tonight, but I kind of have a buzz, so the guitar's probably gonna suck. I want to do it anyway. Hmm. You could tell I didn't buy these because I usually buy cans. And the reason I buy cans is because the people at the farm that I help out at, they return the cans for the aluminum. Is that? Yeah, that's level. Okay, anyway, I'm going to try to play the drunk yoga song, which is called Italia, by the way. Here we go. I love this guitar. Oh wow, why is the acoustic on its side like that? No. Anyway, oof. I did my upper body pull workout at the gym today. Some people say it's not a real gym because it's Planet Fitness, but I'll tell you something. When you find the right Planet Fitness, it is absolutely awesome. When it's done right, a $10 gym, $10 a month. Come on, I think it's closer to 11, but I mean, hey, 11 bucks. You know, a lot of other gyms that I've checked out are like 20, 30, $40 a month. I can't afford that. By the way, I didn't pay for this. I think I said that before. If I paid for it. If it's Rolling Rock and I paid for it, I'm drinking cans. Also, the reason I'm kind of like looking that way is because that's where the monitor is, so I can see what I'm doing. But I know I'm in frame, so I don't even know why I'm looking at the. I should be looking at the camera. I should be looking, making eye contact and shit like that. So, God, I love Rolling Rock. But the thing is, though, is that I wasn't gonna drink tonight. I was gonna record, and I was thinking of streaming the recording session. I'm not doing it now. I barely got through what I just played, and I was screwing up the what do you call it? I don't know what to call it, but the part that goes. When I record, it's going to be in bass line too. Just want to see if I can do this. Oops. I didn't mean to take that F. That F was supposed to be an E. So, yeah. I'm not a good lead player. But the thing is, I've been watching like Polyphia videos, and I love the way they play. Scotty LePage and Tim Henson are like my favorite guitarists nowadays, just because it's just a treat to watch. But the thing is, a friend of mine, like who's a master musician. He taught himself Bach when he was like 16, uh, and he was. he was saying something to me that I've been saying to him since we were teenagers, and it was like he would come over with his guitar and he played classical, and I told him it's like as much as I enjoy watching you play, sometimes I force myself to just listen and not watch you, and it's just as great. And I love it just as much, and I could tell he was like beaming, all happy and shit. So. And that's the thing that I got. Tim Henson posted something today. I forgot what the name of the song was. It was really cool though, but it was awesome, and it didn't feature video of him playing because if you watch him play, it's like oh my god, it's like Charles Berthoud or Bernth, any of those guys. Who's the guy who won the contest from? Polyphia had a contest where you do one of their songs, and this guy Miguel, or I'm sorry, I suck with Spanish pronunciations, but he's fantastic. I love watching him play, and he's a good writer too. So anyway, so I'm gonna do my yoga. Today was a pull workout, and it was pretty cool. I like the upper body workouts. Tomorrow's leg day. Oh boy, but Scott Detweiler is doing a live feed at 11 a.m. And if you're interested in stable diffusion or comfy UI, that is where you want to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Scott Detweiler. I didn't include the link for him today. I should. I'll do that next week, next Friday. Monday, I'm probably just gonna go through the motions and whatnot. Monday is gonna be a upper body push day because tomorrow's leg day and Sunday is gonna be a full day rest. Well, I don't not a full day rest, but I call it a rest day, but I do 2 hours of cardio because cardio is every day for me anyway. And I've just been babbling for 7 minutes. That's awesome. I'm having fun now. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I'm having fun. Anyway. Oh shit. I just realized something. I didn't lay out my yoga cards, which I kind of wanted to do before because I don't really remember my yoga routine all that much. So I'm going to lay these out right here. You're not going to be able to see them. So since they're copyrighted, and these people probably spent a lot of money producing this deck of cards with various yoga poses. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna do the yoga now. Probably gonna have to run out for another beer or something. What the hell just happened? Oh, tomorrow's weather forecast. Well, it's November. Anyway, I want to start. Oh God, I've been writing new music, and recording new music, but it's all MIDI and it's all composition. There's no actual playing. Tonight I wanted to play some guitar. I might still. I'm not that fucked up. I've only had like 4 beers so far, so I feel all right. Anyway, I'm going to start with the mountain pose, and the mountain pose is really just standing at attention, like they teach you in the military. But I obviously was never in the military. And from this position is when I stretch my shoulders, my neck, and my back. So I remember I would go up, out, back in, and then I would go up and back as far as I could. Oh, and the music I would play kind of lent itself to these sort of motions. Really woo woo shit. And the thing is, though, the song that it's taken from is called They Didn't Run Away, and it's a really, really, really sad song. Wow, as you can tell from the title. And from here, I'm going to stretch my neck. If you really call it stretching, it's just mobility. I'm used to having my music going. I hope my talking isn't annoying, but I still have 0 views, so I'm not. Somebody watches this later on, my condolences. And what's funny is that as I'm doing this motion, I got these little crunchy sounds in the cartilage in my neck, which tells me how long it's been since I've done this. And I really want to do this at least twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. Ah. Ah. Okay. Now I'm going to do what's called the Warrior 3 pose, which in Hindi is Virabhadrasana. Virabhadrasana. I have no idea what the hell that means, so I'm going to say Warrior 3 pose. And I'm going to do it 4 times for 3 breaths. Which, from what I understand, actually, what do they have? Wow. They have these little numbers in the corner of the card that tell you how many breaths you should hold it for. And the bare minimum is 4, but I'm doing it for 3. But then again, they don't do it the way I do it. I do it a little more strenuously. So. Anyway, here we go. Ooh. It's fun with a buzz. Whoa. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, okay. Now the other leg. Oh. So my breathing right now really isn't all that controlled. Um, I'm breathing as I have to, not as I want to. So I'm just going to do it in this direction. I was going to do it in the fourth direction, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. God, I look fat. Holy shit. I was 149 before. Whoa. I don't think I'm going to get my arms up. No, my balance is too compromised. I'm going to do the other leg. Wow. That's that. The next one's called the tree pose, which in Hindi is unpronounceable, at least for me. Anyway, I'm just gonna do one. Should I call them reps? But anyway, when I do this, I try to keep this all on a flat plane. So my leg is parallel with the surface of my torso, but not entirely. My microphone just flipped because I didn't tighten the. There we go. Anyway. There are people who take yoga so painfully seriously that they don't laugh, and if they stumble and if they screw up a little bit, they get really upset. And they shouldn't. Because if yoga is about self-improvement, then overcoming whatever you're trying to overcome should be joyous. It should be, a moment of intense happiness. Or you just really buzzed. Wow. Wow. All right. The next they call a kneeling lunge, but I really can't think of any other type of lunge than kneeling. So I'm going to do a little different. They have the lunge as a static pose. I like to think of it as a mobile pose, or something you can glide into and glide out of. Really, for me, still, and this was the case when I first started doing yoga online, and it still is to move gracefully, because that shows, it should be evident to the self that you have control over your emotion, you have control over your muscles, you have control over yourself. And I just want to find out, is this the one that's on? Yeah. I'm going to take a hit off this. I'm drinking beer. I might as well take a hit. Okay, cool. One more. All right. I'm going to do 4 reps or 4 positions. But see, to me, going into the lunge and coming out of the lunge is more important than the lunge itself, or as important. So I'm just going to do these. I'm going to do 4 forward, 4 backwards. For a total of 8. Something like that. Anyway. Tomorrow, after I'm done watching Scott Detweiler, I'm going to probably do my 144 lunges, which I normally do on leg day. And since tomorrow's leg day, I'll be doing them then. All right, after this is the floor routine. I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to be doing the, I call it the floor routine. That comes from gymnastics. I have no experience with gymnastics. Looking back, when I was a kid, I should have taken gymnastics because I really admired what gymnasts could do. And being a kid at the time, that shit just sounded like a hell of a lot of fun. I'm just going to grab the microphone and bring it down here. Wow. There we go. So that way it's not in front of the camera. And yeah. I'm probably going to be a little quiet in this part, because it starts off very, very mellow, but it becomes rather strenuous towards, the middle. And the end is really just a twisting of the spine, really just to, I don't know, just to give me that, what do you call it, rotational flexibility. I'm going to have to go out for more beers, ain't I? Probably. Oh well. Rolling Rock is a fantastic beer. If you're going to drink Rolling Rock. It's American. It's still American. Not that I mean, honestly, I'm not one of these like ultra patriotic guys. When I hear about, excuse me, when I hear about American war crimes, I'm not one of these guys who are like, well, you probably deserved it. That just does. That's not me. I, despite what people who know me from my childhood might think, I am a very strong believer in injustice. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why you know, I don't have a lot of friends because the hippies don't like me because I call out their bullshit, and the whole right wing crowd don't like me because I call out their bullshit. And it's not that I'm one of these, George Carlin, Kurt Vonnegut, you know. No, I'm a dumbass. I'm a fucking idiot. Just watch this video. I mean, shit. I run off my feelings. I'm a very emotionally driven person, so that's how it works. It's probably why I drink so much. Anyway. It's also the reason why I probably won't have as much problems quitting. Let me see. All right, yeah. Now, I'll do this. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to do the cameras. That's right. I didn't think about that. I had 3 serious head injuries, which I think really fucked me up a lot more than I like to admit. Alright. So now, we can do this bit. This doesn't look like much, but it's quite strenuous. And my legs are kind of like they're thanking me and chastising me at the same time. But I used to do this every day, only about a year ago. What happened, and I became really chicken shit over it until I joined Planet Fitness. But last February, I ended up experiencing nocturnal leg cramps. And I hate to say it's an old farts disease, but it's an old farts disease. And I hate to think of myself as becoming an old fart. I like to think I'll be dead before I become an old fart. Or the good people at Stable Diffusion or OpenAI will figure out how to digitize my life, therefore making me as immortal as the earth. And it doesn't matter because the fucking magnetic field's gonna flip anyway. I feel like there was more to it than just like lifting my leg up, but probably not. Hey, next is the bridge. And this is the part that kind of scares me because I know there's a very good chance I could break my neck doing this. If my hands give out, my arms give out. So I'm just going to get into position and get out of position. I'm not going to fuck with it too much. This is probably the one yoga video where you're going to hear the word fuck repeated. And I don't know if I can get into this. I might be a little too buzzed. Yeah, I'm too buzzed. And my arms are too fucking shot from the gym. But I can do this still. And I remember this was part of it. Probably why I can crack a walnut with my ass cheeks. I'm not going to do it though because I have a feeling the walnut will shoot the wrong direction. I'll end up sodomizing myself with a walnut. The farm I help out at has a black walnut tree. Actually, I think 2 of them. And the damn things are all over the place. And there was a guy who was at another farm gathering them by the roadside, and it's like, dude, got fucking buckets full if you want them. And he only collected a few and then left. It was like, dude, I was gonna help him, but I was helping the farmers put a fucking door on the house, so I couldn't help him. And I think he resented that. I think he was kind of like might look at me in an unfriendly manner now because of that. Screw him. Fuck it. I mean, look, if you're gonna spend your day off fucking gathering walnuts, then bless you. Anyway, now this is the reclined spinal twist. The Hindi word. Let's see if we can get this. Oh boy. Supta Matsyendrasan. Matsyendrasan. Supta Matsyendrasan. Matsyendrasan. I think Hindi might be a little easier than I give it, than I suspect. It's just a matter of learning the syllables and their meanings. Prefixes and suffixes and bodies and whatnot. Okay. So I'm going to start with going that way. This leg goes up, that arm goes out, this arm goes here, and away we go. Yeah, I'm looking at the monitor right now. Just want to see if like the curve of the hip is there. Because I'm feeling fat tonight. I've been feeling fat since July, since I got back from New York. Oh God. The food there is just. But the thing is though, I prefer to make my own food because I know what's in it. And it doesn't taste as good. Oh God, in New York, on Long Island, the Bright Bay Deli in Brightwaters, New York, Long Island. Holy shit. Get the chicken cordon bleu. I had it 2 times. So good. Oh God. Get it on a fucking on a roll. I know it sounds like you don't make chicken cordon bleu into a sandwich, but no, get it on a roll. You will shit. Well, you eat and then you'll shit. Oh God, it's so good. Is it Brightway? No, it's Brightwaters Deli, the one on Windsor. Although I'll tell you, Brightside, the one that's up on I think it's Bayshore Road, Bayshore or Howells. I forgot. Bayshore Road turns into Howells Road. I don't know why the fuck they do that. I think it's Howells Road. But Brightside is also an awesome friggin' deli. They make their own salads. Nothing's. I think so anyway, but I'm pretty sure they make their own salads. And you think salad, you think like lettuce and shit like that. No, this is like potato salad, egg salad, pasta salad, antipasta salad. Holy shit. I mean, they can make salad out of anything. Coleslaw. Holy shit, that coleslaw is so good. Everything there is good. Still no views. I am not interesting. Yeah, but you know what? I may feel fat, but at least I feel attractive. Which is rare for me. But I'm having a good evening. I had a great day today. I didn't think of it as a great day, but it was. I mean, I woke up, I wasn't in a shitty mood. My sister's boyfriend's staying for like a week or two. He's cool. I get along with him. He's the one who bought bottled Rolling Rock. And he gets high. I mean, everyone gets high in this house. So it's nice, and as far as interest, I mean, politically, my sister and I are different, and he's more in line with my sister than I am. So, but we just don't talk about shit like that. If it comes up, then it's like brushed off, and then we move on to the next subject, which is usually movies or music or some shit, some kind of nonsense. Anyway, the next four poses are performed standing up, and they are the pyramid pose. The pyramid pose, the warrior one pose, the triangle, and the wide-legged forward bend. And I'm not even going to try the friggin' Hindi words for it because. But this is not drunk yoga. If it was drunk yoga, I would have played more guitar. No, actually, I wouldn't. Alright, anyway. The pyramid pose. Now, the diagram has it to where both feet are in the same direction. I don't like that. I like to keep it my rear foot. I'm going to be facing this direction, so I like to keep my rear foot this way, and it just creates less tension on the muscles. As I mentioned before, this past February, I had what do you call it? Nocturnal leg cramps in my calves, and they hurt like hell. And I think part of it was just from overstretching and doing more than I really should have been. Right now, my leg day tomorrow, I'm going to be working my legs for about 90 minutes, going through all the machines at Planet Fitness, and then doing a half-hour cardio on the treadmill, 6% grade, 4.2 miles an hour. Today I did it for an hour after my pull workout, and it felt really good. Anyway, as I was saying before about moving gracefully, I like to move into this pose. Now, what I'm doing with my right arm is unnecessary. I just do it because I don't know. Well, I have the other two cameras hooked up. These things right here, these are cameras, but they're not working right now. I don't know why I cover them. Probably just out of paranoia. I don't want the government to see my dick or something. Anyway. The idea is to touch my knee to my nose to my knee. But that's not going to happen tonight. And it's not going to happen Monday. It might happen sometime in January or some shit. The idea is, though, is also I don't want to slump. I want to stay, oh, God, at the best freaking angles. One more. Now this direction. Oh, yeah. And I remember mentioning the last time, Monday, that if I do it properly, from this angle, my neck, since my hair falls like this, my neck appears to be a continuation of my foot, or my foot appears to be a continuation of my neck. Ooh, excuse me, which is very humorous to me, and I enjoy it very much. The next up is, I'm just going to grab one more beer. I'll be right back. See, tonight wasn't supposed to be a beer night. I drank 11 16-ounce Rolling Rocks Wednesday night before last. And yesterday I was feeling a little queasy and shit. But I'm not going to get as drunk tonight. My sister's boyfriend bought a 12-pack. I'm going to drink like 9, maybe 10. Save like 2 or 3 for him. He doesn't drink. He's not a drinker. He's more of a smoker. which I am as well. So I'm going to take the head off of this. And the next pose is the Warrior One pose, which most people, when they hear the Warrior pose, they think of the Warrior Two pose. At least that's the one. That's the one that's lampooned most frequently. Like guys will say something like, "Yeah, I do yoga." Yeah, I do yoga. Yeah, it's a warrior pose. Yeah, see? It's a warrior pose. Yeah. Hey, see? Yeah, warrior pose. Yeah, I do the other way. Yeah, warrior pose. And when I look at the card, the forward knee is at a 90-degree angle. So you're down like this. And I'm not sure. See, according to the diagram, you're up like this. So you got tremendous tension here. But the one I like, the Warrior One pose, I don't want to be doing this. You know, this just feels like I'm a friggin' bird or something. But this is a symbol that we Westerners are very familiar with. And the idea of associating this with the pose of a warrior, it kind of has that evocation of Crusader. And now, I'm not a big fan of the Crusades. I'm not a fan of jihad either. But they are what they are. And if you ever watch movies like Kingdom of Heaven, it kind of like feels like a nod in that direction. Woohoo. Well, I almost lost. See, I keep forgetting that I'm drinking and I'm having a buzz. Because when I do the warrior, I get it. I'm not warrior. When I do yoga, I get into it. And it's because it's probably the most positive thing in my life. And also, I can take like a 3-month, 4-month break from it. And when I start getting back into it, I just feel better, you know. It's a very subjective term. Actually, the word better is entirely subjective. It has absolutely no, I mean, you know, if you're quantifying like parameters and shit like that, then yeah, you can say it has some objective qualities to it. But otherwise, it's entirely subjective. Amazing how much bullshit I can spew when I'm drinking. Anyway, the next pose, the triangle pose, this is the one that's given me the most problem. And it just shows that my spine, especially in this portion right here, is not as flexible as it could be. So, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Yeah, that's what it's called in Hindi. I start like this, and the idea is to touch, you know, we're going with the righty first. So the idea is to touch the right ankle by simply, But the thing is, though, is that when I do this, there's an urge to twist. And I'm fighting that. And I want to keep this arm here. I want this to be, you know, true vertical. This one here, I'm not too worried about. This one's reaching for my ankle. But this one I want to keep true vertical. And it's hard. Like, I'm watching myself on the monitor right now, so I can see, you know, all right, I move my arm this way. If I move it towards my head, you know, I'll be closer. But you can see there's kind of like an arc here. Which way is my here? Excuse me. Oh God. Yeah. But in the other direction, you'll see it as well. Oh, and resisting that twist. That would just make it so easy. If I could twist, boom, there we go, touch my ankle. But that's not what the pose demands, at least not my interpretation of it. And that's the thing I got to make clear, is that this is my interpretation of yoga. Oh, God, actual yogis probably would think I'm a total jerk off for doing it this way. Anyway, moving on to the last pose, wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Padottanasana. I notice most of the poses end with the syllables sana. So yeah, I'm probably going to start getting into Hindi and shit. But anyway, this pose here is it's just simply shows, the diagram shows the practitioner. Oh God, like so. Knees are straight but not locked. Never lock your knees. I hear that so much from what do you call it? Weightlifters, fitness guys. And when I say fitness guys, I'm not talking about like V-Shred and shit like that. I'm talking about like Greg Doucette, Alan Roberts, Shredded Sports Science, Athlete X. You know, the guys who Jeff Nippard, Sean, whatever the fuck his last name is. But these are the guys who really do have you back. Oh God. Anyway, but this isn't what I want to do. This pose, for me, like I said before, it's about the motion. It's about getting into the pose, and it's what you do in the pose. It's about motion for me and moving gracefully, because if you move with grace, you are moving with control. And that's what I want at 55 years old, after blowing it off for like 53 years. Well, no, I didn't. When I was in my 20s, when I was a laborer, I used to put up fences, and it was a dance, because a lot of times the fence sections were about, I weighed 135 pounds at the time. And the fence sections, if we got a custom wood job, those fence sections were like 200 pounds. And my boss didn't give a shit. He didn't care like how high I got the night before. So he's like, "You're gonna get those fucking things off the fucking truck and in the backyard right now." And I did it. I mean, a lot of times I would have to take my hammer and put it underneath the fence section and like get it up on my shoulder. But I did it. Anyway, back to the yoga. With this pose here, I like to take advantage of this plane of motion. And because I don't come from a fitness background, closest thing I have is like Blender. So I would consider this like on the y-axis, bending on the y-axis. Whereas this would be the Z, just like in ZBrush, Z is towards you, and X is this way. So X would, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? No, Y would be rotating this way, or would that be Z? Oh fuck, I don't know. Anyway, how I like to do this last pose, I'm going to do 4 reps, is I have to go up and back. And in this room, whoa, buzz. If I can see the molding, oh fuck. The molding right there. Ah. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna go through it without talking, because if I talk, I'll lose my breath, and that's when I screw up. And that would be considered 1 rep. And back to this starting position. So I'm going to do it 3 more times. And hopefully I won't fall backwards and smack my head on the ox yoke. By the way, this thing behind me is, it's an ox yoke. You put it on an ox and get him to haul your shit for you. Anyway, pull your plow, so to speak. I think it works on a horse too. Oh, shit. Ah! If you look at my other videos, you'll see a horse, a brown buckskin named Drifter. And I wasn't going to mount him, but I got like on the side of him and I started putting pressure on his back, like I was going to get up on his back. He turned around and he fucking bit my ankle. Oh shit. So I would love to come walking up to him with the fucking yoke like, hey dude, look what I got. He probably fucking collapsed my rib cage. Anyway, 3. Yes, 3. Oh shit. And I used to do this about 12 times. Oh. Oh, but it feels so freaking good to be doing it again. Oh, God. Ah. And I don't think I'm going to get a return of those nocturnal leg cramps. Oh, shit. Because I've been taking creatine. Whoa! Yeah. I lifted my head up kind of quickly, so I got a head rush. And anyway, so that kind of concludes the yoga part, which is probably the main part, which is probably all I should really do tonight. I used to do this in costume and with music. This was part of the costume. And I'm just going to put this on real quick because I miss it. Oh, God, I love this thing. I'm going to get my hair out. There we go. And the idea was that I am an angel of Bastet, who is... I try to treat this with reverence, even though it's just a statue made by Maxine Miller. So she is still, a Westerner. And I have nothing against the West, really. I have no favoritism towards the East or the Middle East or any of that. I've come to love so many individuals of so many individual origins. And that's what I prefer. Anyway, I'm obviously buzzed. And I should shut my mouth before I start talking about shit that I shouldn't be talking about. And so I'm going to say goodnight the way I always do. Many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back Sunday with the workout update progress report, whatever is cutting on my chin. And I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness. And I'm probably going to come back later on with some kind of stupid shit. Who knows? I'd like to play Arma, but I don't think I'm going to. I might do some composing in Reason or Studio One by Personas. And if not, just have a good night. And I wish all good things to you. Take care. Bye-bye.